Marvel's Spider-Man 2 is hands down one of the most anticipated games to release this year, and is honestly looking like it could be a contender for Game of the Year. With pre-orders officially live, it's time to break down each of the editions on offer and find out which one is the best option for you to buy. So there are 3 different editions for Marvel's Spider-Man 2, being the standard, digital deluxe, and collector's editions, all coming in at different price points and including their own unique items. Spider-Man 2 will be releasing on the 20th of October and is only going to be available for the PlayStation 5 and will not be releasing on the PS4. There are also some pre-order incentives if you decide to purchase the game before the October 20th release date. The pre-order bonus will include the Arachnite suit for Peter Parker and the Shadow Spider suit for Miles, which both have 3 additional color variants to choose from. You will also receive the Web Grabber gadget and 3 skill points. Now I want to make it crystal clear that these are not pre-order exclusives, they are only early unlocks, meaning that both these suits and the Web Grabber gadget will still be available to anyone, whether or not they pre-order the game. It simply gives people who do pre-order Spider-Man 2 instant access to these items and features as soon as they load up the game. These pre-order bonuses will be available for all 3 editions, no matter which one you choose, just as long as you purchase Spider-Man 2 before October 20th. Kicking things off, we have the standard edition, which is the most basic option as all that's included is the base game for Marvel Spider-Man 2. Something to note is that this is the only disc version of the game, so if you're someone who likes buying physical copies with a disc, then the standard edition is the only one that offers this. In saying that, it is also available to be purchased digitally through the PlayStation Store. The pricing of the standard edition is coming in at $69.99 USD in British pounds and 99 Australian dollars, but for some reason in Australia on the PlayStation Store it says it's going to cost you $124.95, but if you decide to buy the game in any regular retail outlet, it will only cost you $99. I'm also going to be popping links to each of the editions down in the description if you want to check those out. Moving on, we have the Digital Deluxe Edition, which is the middle tier option and is only available digitally via the PlayStation Store. This edition includes 5 unique suits for Peter, being the Tactical, Arantia, 25th Century, Stone Monkey, and Apocalyptic suits, as well as 5 suits for Miles, being the Agamat, Red Spectre, Encoded, Biomechanical, and Tokusatsu suits. All these suits have been designed by different guest artists, and the only way to obtain them is through this Digital Deluxe Edition. Alongside the 10 suits, you will also receive some additional photo mode items as well as 2 skill points. It also appears that regardless of whether or not you pre-order this edition, it will still include the pre-order incentives, as it's listed as one of the pieces of content within this edition. The Digital Deluxe Edition is priced at around $10 extra, coming in at $79.99 USD in British pounds and $139.95 Australian dollars. Now, what if you're someone who wants to buy a disc version of Spider-Man 2 but still want the bonus items from the Deluxe Edition? Well, upon the game's release, you'll be able to purchase a separate DLC upgrade to the Digital Deluxe Edition and all its content. The pricing of this upgrade will be whatever the difference is between the standard and Digital Deluxe Edition, so roughly coming in at around the $10 mark. Finally, we have the Collector's Edition for Marvel Spider-Man 2, which includes a digital code for the game, a steelbook display case, and the main feature being the 19-inch Collector's Edition statue, which features both Miles and Peter fighting against Venom. It also includes all the content from the Digital Deluxe Edition with the 10 unique suits, additional photo items, and skill points, as well as all the pre-order early unlock items. This edition is clearly for the die-hard Spidey fans out there and is coming in at a whopping price tag of roughly $230 US dollars, 220 British pounds, and 369 Australian dollars. And look, there is only a small percentage of people who will get their hands on this edition, as they are in limited stock, but your best bet is to try and grab one from either PlayStation Direct or a select retailer in your specific region. Now that we've got through each of the editions, what's included in them, and how much they cost, it's time to highlight which one has the best value for your dollar. When it comes to the Collector's Edition, essentially you are paying an extra $150 for the statue and the steelbook display case. But do remember that there is no disc included in this edition, so the point of having a steelbook case almost becomes redundant. And if you're wanting to get any use out of the case, then you're gonna have to purchase the standard edition separately. Also, I have to say the statue does look awesome, but for the vast majority of people, the price tag will not justify what you're receiving for buying this edition. But of course, it is meant for the die-hard collectors out there. So this means that the real question is whether or not you should buy the standard edition or the digital deluxe edition. And honestly, out of all the deluxe editions I've seen in recent years, the fact that you receive 10 additional cosmetic items is actually quite decent. But despite this, I think that the standard edition is the way to go. A lot of people tend to buy physical copies of their games, and the standard is the only edition that has that available. And if you're really tossing up between the two, remember that you will always have the ability to upgrade from the standard to the digital deluxe if you wish. Next, I want to touch on whether or not pre-ordering is something worth doing. And I know that pre-orders in general are a very touchy subject, but I always say that if you know for a fact that you're going to get and play Spider-Man 2 on launch, then you may as well pre-order to get those early unlocks. But of course, don't feel like you're going to miss out on anything if you don't pre-order, because you will still be able to get those items in game. You might just have to play a few hours first. So although I think the standard edition is the best option, it's 100% up to you which edition you want to get. And hopefully I was able to shed a little bit of insight into the three options on offer and help you decide on which one is the best fit for you. Like I said earlier, I will be popping down links in the description to each of the editions, so feel free to check those out. And if you're watching this video, you're probably just as excited as me for the release of Marvel Spider-Man 2. It's honestly going to be so amazing, and I don't think I've been this excited for a game in a very, very long time. In saying that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If it helped you out in any way, a like would be much appreciated. And as always guys, take care.